girlfriend drove drunk for fun after my mom died in a car accident. Some backstory. My mom got hit by a bus in January. Most likely because the driver didn't sleep that night and fell asleep at work. Although my girlfriend's got a driver's license, she has close to zero experience. A couple of weeks ago she spent a weekend with a buddy of hers. Tonight she casually mentioned the buddy putting her behind the steering wheel, just for fun, after she drank a cocktail. Or more. I'm not sure she told the truth. Nothing bad happened then. When I heard her story, I got confused. I didn't know what to think or feel. I didn't even make the connection with my mom's death right away. My girlfriend didn't even think she did anything wrong. She got defensive and said things like, "Well, I didn't hit anybody, did I?" Or, "It was late at night. The road was empty, and what business is it of yours? I'm a free person." Then I realized that what I felt was disappointment. I couldn't believe that I'm with a person who would risk other people's lives just to amuse herself. Even if the risk is small. I don't even know if I like her anymore. I'd been planning to calmly discuss my feelings the next day. But then something clicked and I realized that my mom got killed because of this sloppy reasoning. Although the bus driver that hit her wasn't drunk, he was careless. He ignored common sense and the law. He risked other people's lives and hoped for the best. Didn't work out for him. Once I made the connection, I burst into tears. Called my girlfriend and told her in a harsh tone how what she'd done is similar to what the bus driver did. She got defensive. She said she didn't like the way I judged her for her actions. Said she didn't think about the connection with my mom. She apologized for hurting my feelings. But still she didn't sound like she thought she did anything wrong. She just tried to calm me down and pretend that she didn't do anything wrong. Guys, please help me understand if my feelings are overblown. Maybe I'm just a guy traumatized by my mom's death, overreacting to a vaguely similar situation? I'm not even sure I want to be with her after that. Some part of me says I'm blowing things out of proportion. But once I think about Mom, I just can't hold back the tears and anger. People throw "don't judge me" around. Certain things I judge hard. Choosing to drive after drinking. Doubling down with snarky excuses. And then shaming you for acting like this was about getting your feelings hurt? Yeah, I'd be Judge Judy. You've learned something very important and unattractive about your girlfriend. I don't think my opinion on drunk drivers is especially rational, as it's more emotion-driven due to family deaths or serious injuries caused by drunk drivers. Drunk driving even once, even just for a short while, would be a complete deal-breaker for me. Relationship over. Your feelings are not overblown. I'm sorry for what happened to your mom. Even if that hadn't happened, you'd still be 100% in the right for your reaction. Drunk driving isn't funny. It's not a joke. It's not amusing. And it's not something to brush off. The fact that she doesn't think she did anything wrong is disgusting. I'd never be with someone who would do that. A drunk driver can just as easily kill themselves or their passengers when no one else is on the road. Maybe you don't want to be dating someone who so casually takes risks with their own and others' lives. I've been driving for 14 years. One sip of alcohol and I don't get behind a wheel. It takes one mistake to potentially end someone's life. Your girlfriend is immature and feels that she's invincible. You have every right to feel disappointed. I'd be livid too. Oh, good God Almighty. She is behaving like a spoiled brat. Your feelings are not overblown. Of course you feel confused and angered about her actions. It is way too close to what happened to your mother. Dump this girl. Up. You deserve to be with someone who has some empathy. I am so sorry about your mom. Up. I am sending you hugs. Your GF seems really immature and takes zero responsibility for her actions. Although she knows what she did was reckless and wrong. The buddy putting her behind the steering wheel. No. If she just had a cocktail as she claims. Nobody put her behind a steering wheel. Nobody made her turn the ignition. Nobody pressed on the gas pedal for her. Those are her own actions. Drunk or tipsy. Doesn't matter. Your feelings are valid. You are likely still grieving the loss of your mom, which is completely reasonable. And she's blaming you for your reaction to her poor behavior? My dude, take care of this now. This girl does not respect you. I don't really care if people think I'm being overly dramatic or overly emotional. Drunk drivers are some of the most garbage people on this planet. The fact your girlfriend feels comfortable risking people's safety like this is beyond a red flag. This isn't a lie, so Reddit don't get pissed at me. My friend was killed by a girl and her friends that were driving drunk. Reading this pissed me off. Please break up with her. If she doesn't have a problem with this, where is her line? After she drank a cocktail. Or more. I'm not sure she told the truth. To clarify, did she tell you that she only had a single drink? Did she describe herself as drunk, or is that the word you're using because you think she's lying about how much she had? Most adults are fine to drive after one drink. If she truly only had one and drove afterwards, she probably really was fine, and I can understand feeling defensive when someone accuses you of being the same as someone who murdered their mother. That's a very emotionally charged accusation. All of this is totally moot if she described herself as having more than one drink. And she certainly could have been more compassionate about the fact that you had a strong reaction due to trauma. Ultimately, regardless of the actual situation, this situation and her reaction seem to have totally soured your feelings for her. It's tough to come back from that kind of sea change in your perception of someone. I might take some time with yourself and examine whether this is something you feel you can move past. Absolutely disgusting. I have no tolerance for drunk driving. But do you know that she was drunk? Your post says she drank one cocktail. I don't know anyone who gets anywhere near impairment with one drink. Either way, I hope you're talking to somebody about your grief, because it is clear that you are still processing it. She's reckless, and she not taking accountability shows that she's not someone you'd want to be with, bro. If she doesn't see how dangerous, wrong her actions, then it'll just keep happening, and she'll not only hurt you more but herself as well. Do you think you can have a relationship with a person who passionately argues for their right to drink and drive? Your GF is irresponsible. And do you want to be with someone who drives a car after she has been drinking? Leave. My BFF was actually killed by a drunk driver 6 years ago. It's devastating. I'm sorry for the loss of your mother. I wasn't even in the same state when my BFF was killed, and now I only drink 1 to 3 times a year max. And I never get in any car drunk. The road didn't have many people when my friend was killed either. That's absolutely no excuse. I would never stay friends with anyone who drinks and drive. Nonetheless, date. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. You probably are traumatized, and there could be a PTSD dimension to this. But your reaction is perfectly reasonable and relatable, as you can see from the responses here. To be brutally honest, I think what she did is worse than the bus driver, who presumably was doing it to keep his job, not for laughs. I don't know if you and she were seeing each other back in January, but it's hard to believe she doesn't have the sensitivity to realize how this might sound to you. And the fact she's not owning it and apologizing sincerely is a worry. Your feelings are absolutely not overblown. I would be done with anyone who drives drunk. It's not funny. It's not fine, and no, you are not a better driver drunk. It's something only the most selfish, degenerate assholes do. My best friend in high school was killed by a drunk driver and her boyfriend was left permanently injured. It was heartbreaking. I will never associate or respect anyone who drives drunk. I'm really sorry about your mom. I know it wasn't a drunk driving accident, but irresponsible driving is so deadly. I wish more people considered how dangerous cars can be before they get behind the wheel.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.